Most of us ain't mad. We just reacting to pain we never decoded. When you learn to think on frequency, you stop letting people press your buttons. You move with purpose, not impulse. Welcome to Authentic Frequencies. If you're listening to this, you've probably been in spaces where reacting was normal and thinking wasn't really taught. They didn't teach you to think first. Today we tapping into something simple but powerful. Think in frequencies, not reactions. Don't just react. Think in frequencies. What frequency you want to be on? This is not just a quote. This is a tool you can use every day. It doesn't matter who you are. Where I grew up, nobody was really teaching emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is important. We were taught how to defend ourselves, how to not look soft, how to react if somebody disrespected us. But we weren't taught how to understand our emotions. Reacting was normal. Exploding was normal. Shutting down is normal. Nobody was sitting us down and saying, yo, that feeling that you feel in your chest, that's anger. That confusion, that's hurt. That tightness in your body, that's stress. Let's unpack that. They didn't give you no tools to unpack it. We didn't get it. I didn't really start learning about emotions until I became a father. Until I started seeing my own children getting mad over little things. And I'm thinking like, I used to be like that. Nobody helped me with this. They just made statements, really. They didn't really, get to me how I needed them to. That's when it clicked. I never learned frequency. We just learned how to react. When I was younger, my family, they used to tell me all the time, you need anger management. And they weren't lying. When I was mad, I felt all of it. Heat, pressure, tightness, confusion. Pause. It was like everything hit at once. But here's the crazy part. I never went to anger management. Nobody walked me through healing. So now, in a way, this podcast, this lane I'm in right now, it's like I became what I needed back then. I took that anger, that confusion, that pressure, and I'm slowly turning it into something positive. Almost like a gift and a curse. The curse was the temper. The gift is the insight it gave me. I've had plenty of moments in life where reacting could have changed everything. You know how it go. Somebody trying to trick you out your spot, out your position, out your peace. There were situations where I could have responded a whole different way. I could have got back at somebody. I could have matched their energy. I could have fed into the drama. But something in me always made me think first. I'm a Pisces. I think deep by default. Even when I was younger, I'd stop and be like, if I do this, where does this end? It's like back in the day when friends would go jump in a stolen car. I already knew. I used to think like either I get hurt, I could die, I could go to jail. I could put my mama through some things she don't need to be going through. So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. That's frequency. That's the split second where you choose future over feelings. As I got older, I started seeing how reacting was costing me energy, relationships, and opportunities. I started reflecting like I lost out on knowledge, resources, connections, not because I wasn't capable, but because my thought patterns was off, because I let emotions lead instead of logic. Seeing my children get mad at small things showed me my old self. And I had to admit, I wasn't taught this. But I can learn it now, and I can teach them better. Real talk. Peace for me now is the simple things, like dropping my boys off at school, picking them up, seeing them smile, having a meal with my sister, conversations with my mom, tapping in with my family and friends, just regular vibes. Taking a walk in the park, being in nature, grounding, meditating. I don't need a party. I don't need the flex. I don't need chaos to feel alive, you know? And I protect that, you know? I protect that for me, for my children, for my future, for my legacy. I really believe the Creator put me here for a reason, you know? I believe we all are unique beings for real. Some people know that. They just use it against us. If I could go back and talk to my younger self, the one with the anger, the one that felt misunderstood, the one that reacted fast, I'll say, let it go. It's hurting you more than them. Focus on you. Do the inner work. Heal whatever it is you need to heal from, man, and move on. Because once you start thinking in frequency, you realize not everything deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves your reaction. Your reaction is expensive. Your peace is priceless. So as you move through your day, your week, your life, before you react, ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Is this worth my future? Is this aligned with who I'm becoming? If the answer no, breathe, step back, let it go. Think in frequency, not reaction. You're not just protecting your mood, you're protecting your destiny. This authentic frequencies. Tap in, do the inner work, be the frequency.